Hello friends and welcome to another episode of Cycling Insider. In this episode, let's talk about the 2022 Orbea Orca M20 road bike. I will give you the buyer's guide for this bike, and then at the end I will tell you should you just go ahead and buy it or should you just consider this bike. So first thing first, let's discuss the retail price of this bike. So as you see, the retail price is going to be $3,600 and definitely this bike sits in this sweet spot of the bicycles for about $3,000 to $4,000. When you look at the paint schemes on this bike, luckily Orbea offers three paint schemes. The first one is this very classical black on black paint scheme. Then you have this beautiful white paint scheme with a hint of blue, and definitely my favorite one, which is electric orange paint scheme with a hint of black. I'm so glad that Orbea is offering three paint schemes on this bike, and I wish that other manufacturers would follow and offer at least two paint schemes. But at least you have a great choice of paint schemes on this bike. Now let's also answer the question, who is this bike for? So you see, Orbea Orca platform is all about lightweight climbing machines. So if you are in the market for this type of the bike and you are not expecting any soft, carbon fiber frame and fork, but a bit more stiffer one, but also lightweight and climbing, then definitely you should check Orbea Orca M20 bike. So now let's dive into the specifications of this bike and let's really see what do you get for your hard-earned money. As always, we can kick off with the frame and the fork on this bike. So the frame is a carbon fiber frame from Orbea, and this is their Orbea OMR level carbon fiber. So this is not, creme de la creme, top of the line, but it's a very good carbon fiber frame, monocoque construction, internal cable routing, flat mount disc brakes, and also 12mm through axles, both the front and the back. When it comes to the fork, carbon fork, but just keep in mind that this is with the aluminum steerer. Personally, I don't care too much, it's not a big problem, and also keep in mind that Orbea offers a lifetime warranty on their carbon frames. Now let's talk about the Groupset on this bike. So shifters, front mech and the rear mech, everything is Shimano Ultegra mechanical Groupset. So this is a 11-speed Groupset. Perfectly, excellent mechanical Groupset from Shimano, their proper workhorse. I have no complaints here, it's gonna work perfectly fine. So this is the Shimano's Ultegra R8000 Groupset. This Groupset is paired with the Shimano Ultegra crankset, and now you have a choice of the different options of the chainrings. This is one of the secret sauces of Orbea, where Orbea can offer you a lot of customization on their bikes for free, but also some options you need to pay some extra. So in this case, for the crankset, you have options of 3450 crankset, 3652 crankset, or even 3953 crankset. So of course, if you feel a bit more stronger, you can easily go for the 3953 crankset. Now when you look at the cassette on this bike, this is the Shimano 105 level cassette, so R7000 11-speed cassette. And also there's a choice between 1130 cassette and 1132 cassette. So personally, I would advise you here to go for the Shimano's 105 cassette 1132, and then definitely to pair it with the crankset, which is 3652. That way you are really getting a huge range of gears and have no problems in climbing any steep mountains. Now let's talk about the braking performance on this bike. So what are you getting? You are getting, in my opinion, excellent Shimano Ultegra hydraulic disc brakes, and these disc brakes are 160mm braking rotors front and the back, as I can see from the images, and also these are the Shimano's Ultegra braking rotors, so excellent heat dissipation, excellent braking performance, and I will just mention here that this is with the Shimano's, Ice Tech, Ice Freezer technology. Now let's talk about some of the smaller pieces on the bike, like the handlebar and the stem. So here Orbea has used their own aluminum stem and aluminum handlebar. So these pieces are separate pieces, which is perfectly fine. There is nothing proprietary here on this handlebar and the stem, so it is very easy to upgrade in the future, very easy to set up your position on the bike. So this is an excellent option when you have handlebar and the stem, which are separate pieces. So I definitely approve it and definitely like it. When you look at the chain on this bike, this is the KMC X11 chain. So this is a little kind of deviation from the Shimano Ultegra Groupset or Shimano 105, but make no mistake, this KMC chain is perfectly fine chain. I can strongly recommend it to you even in the future, but if you really want to stick to the Shimano Groupset, then probably the best option is just to buy a Shimano 105 level chain, 11-speed chain in the future. If you want to go a bit more expensive, then definitely you can go with the Shimano Ultegra level chain on this bike. Now let's talk about the wheelset on this bike, because here you have a very interesting option. As standard, Orbea offers a very classical aluminum wheelset, which comes with the Shimano RS 470 wheelset. But what I would do here is I would pay extra $105 and get this Fulcrum Racing 400 DB wheelset. So this Fulcrum Racing 400 wheelset, if you would buy it directly from Fulcrum, they call it Fulcrum Racing 4 DB, and the retail price is 449 euros, so easily expected $400. So you are getting an excellent deal with Orbea to get this wheelset for only $105. This wheelset is a classical aluminum wheelset, which is tubeless ready, but you will need to provide your own tubeless tape and tubeless valves. Total weight of this wheelset is going to be 1,710 grams, and the rim height is 34 millimeters, both front and the back. Also, wheelset comes with 24 spokes front and back, and the internal rim width is 19 millimeters. I will just mention here that there is a classical hubs, which are aluminum sealed cartridge bearing hubs, and I'm expecting to work perfectly fine with this wheelset from Fulcrum. So it's just an excellent value for money to upgrade for only $105 and get yourself this Fulcrum Racing 400 wheelset. When it comes to the tires, the standard tire is Vittoria Zafiro 5 28mm tire. Excellent tire, a huge air volume inside this tire, nice wide tire. Definitely it will contribute to the smooth ride of this bike. In the future, my suggestion is always to keep a 28mm tire as it is, but for example, you can upgrade to something from Continental tires. When you look at the saddle and the seat post is an excellent carbon fiber seat post, 27.2 millimeters in diameter. In my opinion, this is a must-have on all the road bikes today, because carbon fiber seat posts are just going to soak up so much of the road bumps. And also the saddle that comes with this bike is Physique Aliante R5 saddle. Should be again perfectly fine saddle, but in the case you have any problems with this saddle, it's very easy to of course replace it and use your own preferred saddle. I was expecting here that Orbea would give some data about the total weight of this bike, but definitely I would expect this bike in some kind of size large or size 56-58 to be closer to 8.5 kilograms, especially when you put the pedals on this bike. So definitely not one of the lightest climbing machines, but considering that it comes with the mechanical Shimano Ultegra Groupset and also Fulcrum Racing 400 DB wheelset, which is a classical aluminum wheelset, you can't expect super light bikes. But I have to mention that this bike weight is totally average for majority of the bikes in this price range. So now in a summary, if you consider the retail price of $3,600 and then if you drop in this Fulcrum Racing 4 DB wheelset, it's another $105, so all in approximately $3,700. Should you just go ahead and buy it, or should you just consider it? When I'm saying you should definitely consider this bike, and what you should do is speak with your local Orbea bike dealer and tell them that you are willing to pay this $3,600 price if they drop in this wheelset for free on this bike. They can easily do that. This $105 is nothing special to add on this bike, so definitely ask them to drop in this wheelset Fulcrum Racing 4 DB for free. If they don't want to do it, then I would suggest you to pay maximum $3,300 for this bike as it is. So I think this is going to be it for today. I hope you like what I'm doing, and if you do, please keep on watching, keep on liking, and as always, I will definitely see you soon in the next episode. Cheers!